All right. It's been a while. It feels like I haven't done a podcast in forever. It's been actually 13 days or something like that. And Bikram is also back. We're going to be talking about IPL auction. This is India-Pakistan League or India-Pesa League. Which one is it? I don't know. And Bikram, you can't see it, but right now I'm sitting on my bed and I have currency notes all over the bed. It's just like I'm like Floyd Mayweather, who's like a poor Floyd Mayweather because I've got $100 notes, like 50, 60 of them all over my bed. So just to, commemorate in honor of Indian Pesa League. We need to have some pesa on the bed, right? Because you also know I drafted for IPL. My opening bid was 20,000 rupees. People still did not pay. This is the 13th time straight. I'll keep trying till I'm 107 years old. All right. On that note, let's start because Bikram somehow got it here. He was supposed to come in few days ago to Bangalore, but then because he was on Go Air, which is, they should change the name because they don't really go anywhere. They canceled his flight 4 different times and then they wanted him to come on Wednesday. So they can cancel again on Wednesday and tell him, sir, you can come on Thursday. But he finally cancelled them and he took Air India. So Air India now has some more money and he bought Air India a couple more days to survive as well. And rest the government is anyway paying for the crores and crores of rupees. All right, let's not start with buys or unsolds, solds and unsolds. Let's start with retention, my favorite retention. And I've made 18 categories of these buys, unsolds and retentions. Now category number 1 is kill me and don't even fucking say sorry, retentions. And this is Suresh fucking Raina. They're paying him 11 crores. It's the same dude who never showed up. He's the same dude who has a belly. Who ran away from... where was the last IPL? Kuwait? I've just completely forgotten. Yeah.
UAE.
Yeah. UAE, right. So he ran away from there, but they'll pay him 11 crores. And then they'll buy all kind of old people who they still think it's young because it's like for them 34, 33, 36, 32, just very, very young. For 21, they feel like it's not even alive yet. So for me, the first one is Suresh Raina. Completely beggars belief, completely baffles me. Why would they keep somebody for 11 crores when they could have easily let him go and bought somebody really nice? When Steven Smith was going for 2.2 crores, they could have bought 5 Steven Smiths. Okay, but they want to have one Suresh Raina who will again run away for some other reason from IPL, because for me this is going to be his last IPL or the last IPL at some ridiculous price that he has gone for, because now he'll come back to earth after this IPL and it'll be more realistic and hopefully CSK learns their lesson, and because CSK is not going to go anywhere. Now if you let me know if you have anything to say, then otherwise I'll keep moving on from there.
No, nothing else. I think we have talked about Suresh Raina a lot anyway.
Oh yeah, let's not beat around Suresh Raina anymore. Also, my energy seems to be sapping every time I say his name. So, category number 2 is great players sold for peanuts because Gautam Gambhir hates them, buys. Because Gautam Gambhir keeps talking shit about them all the time. People think they're shit because more and more you hear Gautam Gambhir, if he keeps saying shit, you start thinking it's shit. So, the player is Steven Smith, who went for 2.2 crores. Last year, he went for 10 crores or something like that. And Mujibur Rahman also went for 1 crore. Definitely a big buy. And David Malan, and you can tell people like David Malan is like averaging more than 50 and in T20 internationals recently for England, and he's striking at 150. So it's crazy for a player like that going for 1.5 crores. That is just amazing. And his name is like David Malan. I'm pretty sure he was born in like South Africa. David Malan. So they just imported him from South Africa. I said, okay, now you'll be English, and this is how we do it. So these are the few. If you have anything to say,
yeah, I think Steven Smith. We in the earlier podcast about the auctions, the preview podcast, we thought that Smith will go for big bucks, and then it just happened like nothing. You can't even. His name came up first, right, and then. Just I think RCB bid for him, and then after that DC said, and RCB said, okay, fine. I don't want to spend more 20 more thousand.
I don't understand why would you even go for it. Like they just backed off. They was like, what were they thinking? So
definitely anyway, Smith. Yeah, definitely Smith will have a point to prove this year, and I think good for DC. I guess.
You mean 2.2? I think you mean 2.2 to prove.
2.2, yeah.
2.2, because he went for 2.2. All right, the next category, which has been much maligned, but again, Mahila, who is not actually Mahila, he's Mahila Jayawardene. He says we took him only on talent. That is called Ghar Ka Bachcha Boys category. It's a special category for Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar's children. Now, this guy's name is Arjun Tendulkar. I have seen his record. He has never played anything. Like, nothing. Like, the players we say who have never played for India, nothing. Their still record comes at 55 first class matches, 25 this, 100 of this. This guy has 0. And now, just for a token, just to show people, he shows 2 matches, which apparently he just played like 6 days ago for Mumbai.
Okay.
And he was scored for 9 per over or something like that. He bowled like 5 or 6 overs at the max. So this is all he has bowled. And so Mumbai's taken him all talent. I mean, I totally believe you. Completely believe you. Because obviously he can easily bowl next to Jasprit Bumrah, who's just the best bowler in the entire world. Oh, but he's a left armer, so it will be good company for Jasprit Bumrah. Oh, I completely forgot. Trent Bolt is also there, right? Who is also the best left arm bowler in the entire fucking world for the last 10 years. Jesus fucking Christ, man. But we only took him for fully talent. And he bats as well. Apparently he has scored 1 run in the entire history of his ever career. And he's 21 years old. I do not know how on earth he has no track record on Crick Info. It's just crazy. But yes,
I think
it's only 20 lakh.
Yeah. I don't think he's played any first
How on
class,
earth have you not played anything? If you had any talent, wouldn't you have already played?
I think he has
Till
played in
21.
those local T20 leagues. I've seen him play in those Mumbai T20 league or something like that. So yeah, I don't think he has played.
But they're
in
not
a
listed under
substantial-
first class domestic anything. None of them
I
is
don't think he has
official,
played
right?
first
That's why
class.
it's not listed. So
Yeah.
well, we'll find out. I think I'm going to put him in 2 categories, career killer categories also. Career killing buys. There'll be different ones, right? Career killing solds, because there were career killing unsolds. Now there'll be career killing solds. Let's see if that happens. Next year, we can put him in that category. All right, moving on to the next category, which is category number 4, players named after superstar Bollywood stars who romance heroines who are younger than their daughters. Buys. Now, this is Shah Rukh Khan. This is not the Shah Rukh Khan of 56-year-old. This is Shah Rukh Khan. I have no idea who this person is, but he went for 5.25 crores. But I think because his name is Shah Rukh Khan, and he's from Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu, when he was born, father said, "I'll name you Shah Rukh Khan." How old is this guy? Do you know? He was named after Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, he was named after Shah Rukh Khan, the actor.
There you go. He must be like in his early 20s or something.
Yeah.
And then it worked out at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think he's 21 or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's named after him, and 25 years old. He's 25 years old. And again, ridiculously high price for him as well. But we'll see.
We'll find out. Again, we're going by the same trend. Now, this is a player named after ex-Indian captains and alleged match fixers also. So, this is called Muhammad Azharuddin. He went for 20 lakhs. So this is reasonable, but his name is Muhammad Azharuddin, so he got picked. They didn't want Muhammad Azharuddin to go unsold.
Actually, he recently scored a century in the SMAT, Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, where he made the second fastest century after Rishabh Pant. So his name is currently, he's on a high right now. I thought he would have gone for more, but 20 lakhs seems reasonably less compared to some other players who have not done anything and still got.
Yeah, maybe they thought he'll probably start match fixing or something. That's why they didn't want to take a chance on him. There's a next category which is one of my favorite ones. It's called IPL LIC, Joint Pension Plan Scheme Buys. Now, this is special category with people in here. IPL LIC Joint Pension Scheme Plan, Pension Plan. This is called Harbhajan Singh is there. He went for 2 crores. Ridiculously high amount for Harbhajan Singh. This guy is 41 years old. Then Kedar Jadhav. I'm not even sure why Kedar Jadhav is still playing, but he also had a base price of 2 crores. Both of them went for that, but because it was part of the pension scheme. And any comments on that?
Yeah, Kedar Jadhav, I can still understand. He's still not. Still in the fray. Can be. Sometimes he gets picked for international cricket as well. But Harbhajan Singh for 2 crores, I don't really get it. Let's see. I thought he's past.
And guess who bought him?
So
you know, right? Who bought him? CSK, hasn't it?
No, not
Is it CSK?
No.
Who has bought him?
He is bought by Kolkata Knight Riders. KKR.
Kolkata Knight Riders. Awesome. Anyway, so next category is IPL career-ending unsolds. So it has 2 Aarons, but one Aaron is first name, one Aaron is last name. Aaron Finch finally did not get a team because I think he just went unsold not because they didn't want him, but it was like he's gone to every team now. There's no team left anymore. So Aaron Finch got unsold. I think his IPL career is finished now. Varun Aaron, who's been there forever. There was one time he was playing for India. He was supposed to become a great bowler and everything. Didn't happen. Now Varun Aaron got dropped. And next is Mitchell McClanahan, who was playing last IPL, but now he just completely got dropped. And his asking price was not even too much. So yeah, I'm not sure Mitchell McClanahan is coming back because he's also in his 30s. So
yeah,
and then coming on to the career ending. Yeah, which one?
No, yeah, you are right about Mitchell McClanahan.
Yeah. So with the career ending unsolds, one is Varun Aaron. He features in both the categories. And then Tushar Deshpande, who's fairly young. He's 25, but after Delhi dropped him and his base price was 20 lakhs and nobody wants him right now, I don't see how his career is going to go anywhere. But he can always take solace in all those players who've been sitting outside, particularly one of the great Indian player who won them the T20 under 19 tournament and he never went anywhere. So that's the guy who's there. He can always give him solace. I don't want to keep taking his name because I've taken his name allegedly way too much. So he should come back to bite me in the ass later on when we become famous. We were like, okay, he was trolling us, he was trolling me, that's why I went to depression, that's why I killed myself, so people will take me in for, abetment of suicide, and so I don't want to say anybody's name. Alright, so most expensive buy ever who didn't register for IPL, who forgot to register for IPL because their Wi-Fi wasn't working. That's because Mitchell Starc lives in some rural area. And this was highly predicted to fetch around 17 crores, which would have been the highest ever. But Mitchell Starc didn't bother. He was like, I will not do it. Then he eventually, he was bowling somewhere in the Sheffield Shield in Australia. When he got taken for more runs than he was taken in, he gets taken in T20 and did not take any wickets. So people like shitting all over him again. He's like, I should have just played IPL. Anyway, people shit all over him. But that was on a lighter note. But I'm just saying, Mitchell Starc was bound to get 2.5 million bucks, and in Aussie that is already more than 3 to 4 million. People give a lot of shit for his bowling and everything, but I think there's some people he could have easily come in and taken the money, but he didn't, and he didn't do it last year, didn't do it this year. I mean, there has to be some respect for that.
Yeah, absolutely, because we'll see later on. Some of these people have got so much money without even performing, and international bowler spot is very crucial in IPL, and that's why all of these players, newer players, older players, they still keep getting so much money. I mean, talk about Chris Morris, right? So, yeah.
Morris is something, right? We'll come to Morris, obviously. There's a category for him. Now, player no one has, that means at least Gav, that's me, had never ever heard of, multi-crore buys. One is Riley Meredith, then Adam Milne, and then Shah Rukh Khan, which we already talked about. Yeah. But if you want to tell me a little bit about Riley and Adam, who are these people? I think one of them is Aussie and one of them is what?
New Zealander.
Yeah, Kiwi, yeah.
Yeah, Riley Meredith is a Aussie bowler, I think upcoming bowler. And again, we have seen Aussies are highly rated, are highly paid in IPL, maybe because generally, there are a lot of...
Yeah, because they're Aussies.
They're Aussies, plus there are a lot of Aussie support staff, right? The coaches or the...
So they just buy them.
so yeah, I can feel that because, I mean, Riley Meredith, I don't even think he has played any international. He must have played really well in the Big Bash, but Big Bash and IPL are very different, right? We have seen time and again a lot of players who do well in Big Bash, they can't really do anything in IPL because it's all different. The pitches are different, bowlers are different. So yeah, again 8 crores, and he goes to who? Punjab, right? Isn't that? And Punjab had a big, so Punjab
big purse, right?
Yeah, Punjab had a big purse, and because of them, I think a couple of players also got a lot of money, even if they didn't buy them, because it was just they had 54 crores left in their purse.
Yeah, but they didn't spend all of it. Then they've been buying people for 20 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 2 crores, smaller money, and then this is the guy they paid maximum. But let's see, we'll find out what's Meredith is made of.
And Adam Milne is and the other guy, Adam Milne, he's a New Zealander. He has played international cricket. So 3.2 crores for him, I think it's fair enough.
All right, Shah Rukh Khan we already talked about. Next category is players who get millions because they are bald, have long beards, and ditch their country's test team. So this is a very specific category. So that's why we have Moin Ali going for 7 crores. Because he's bald, he has long beard, and he's recently, because we were like, you have not ditched your country, but like he just left the test team after playing one match. He's like, I'm tired now. I have to go home. But don't worry, I'll come back for the T20s. He's like, okay. He's like, I don't want to bowl like 80 overs in like one match when I can bowl only 4 overs in one match. I can play 40 T20s. I can become a billionaire instead of playing one test match and then destroy my career and arm. And then probably get hit on my head by Jasprit Bumrah and all Ishan Sharma. That's not good enough. I don't want to get beaten up. I'm not Pujara. So...
Yeah.
And yeah, talking about Pujara, so this category is T200 player, which is T200 overs, players who got confused for T20 player buys. And there was only one player here, which was Cheteshwar Pujara, whose strategy is to, they said, don't worry, for the first 20 overs, we'll build, after that, we'll score. And people have been constantly telling him there's no more overs. He's like, no, of course there are overs. What are you talking about? That is how it is. It's like T20.
Yeah, I think I predict that Pujara will be bought by someone, and I think we also said that most probably will be Chennai.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And Chennai, what is Chennai thinking? Like, I just want to know what is Chennai's game plan.
I know the reason. I know the reason. The reason is Dhoni wants someone whose strike rate is worse than him. So that's why they have bought Cheteshwar Pujara.
So he can come in and look good, right?
Yeah, correct.
Dhoni is finished, man. Dhoni is finished.
Like how Mumbai buys players who are fatter than Rohit Sharma, Chennai buys players who will have a worse strike rate than Dhoni. So that's their strategy.
So they can look good, right? This is just crazy buy. Another crazy buy, Cheteshwar Pujara. So next player, another crazy buy is players who eat butter chicken and drink Coca-Cola by the kilo in the gyms and also on the field. That's called Piyush Chawla. They went for 2.4 crores because they were like, we have like, इसका खाने का भी तो budget करना पड़ेगा बेचारे का. So, and Piyush Chawla is like very young. He's like in early 30s, and you look at him, he looks like, what happened to you? You just look old. Like you have like triple chins, and you have like all hair has gone grey. It was like, what is happening? Like,
and he is the perfect buy. I know you don't have a category saying fat players fatter than Rohit Sharma category or something
this
like
is
that.
The one, yeah,
so this is the one because he was bought by Mumbai Indians for precisely that reason.
So Rohit can hide behind him and look, says, this guy is fat. I'm not fat, I'm fit. He's the fat, I'm the fit. Jesus. So next category is players, teams pay millions for reasons only Jesus, FBI and Bikram knows. This Krishnappa Gowtham, who is this person? For 9.25 crores, he's never played for any country ever. And last time also he went for a lot of money. Last time they paid like 5 or something. This time they were like, we'll almost pay 10.
Not last time, I think 2018. 2019 he didn't. I think they released him and then he went to Punjab. And then Punjab released him again this year and then...
must have gotten paid some money, right, by Punjab if they bought him.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, he did go for a lot of money to Rajasthan Royals, who have a very bad track record of picking overvaluing some of the Indian players, and I'm just talking about the fast bowler. What was his name? Anyway, so Krishnappa Gowtham. So yeah, he's a Karnataka player. He has good credentials in the domestic circuit. So, but still 9.3 crores, 9.2 crores. But I see the pattern right now since we went through all these names. Harbhajan Singh went for 2 crores. I think it's just the spot of an Indian spinner which commands that amount. And I think that's why these people are getting so much. Piyush Chawla 2.4 crores, Harbhajan Singh 2 crores. They are past their prime way back 2 years, 3 years back, and now these people are getting so much money. So I don't really see anything wrong in Krishnappa Gowtham getting 9 crores because he's still playing and still younger than them. He can bat as well. So yeah.
We'll find out what Gowtham will do, Krishnappa Gowtham, in this 2021 IPL. Anyway, next category is champion players that went unsold because IPL owners don't like them or recognize them. for whatever reason. One is Alex Carey, whom I love, Marnus Labuschagne, whom I love, Alex Hales, Jason Roy, and Martin Guptill. All the players I love, but one player I want to say, why Jason Roy, man? Why not Jason Roy? He had like 1 crore base or something like that. Jason Roy is a great player.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably because I think it's just this is the mini auction. Most of the teams have their batting lineup set. The openers are set, and if you buy Jason Roy, you have to open with him. So I think
You have to open with him. I mean, Chennai has nobody.
I mean, Chennai, I don't know. Chennai already had two places to fill, right? I think they had a all-rounder. Oh, only one place, right? So, two places because Krishnappa Gowtham was also. So, if they would have bought Krishnappa Gowtham on cheaper price, maybe they could have tried for Jason Roy. But again, there's a lot of calculations going into these things because the foreigner spot is very crucial, right? There's very limited number of spots for foreign players. So and that's what we are seeing. That's why a lot of these foreign players who are really champions, they're not getting paid much. If they are batsmen, they should all start. That's what we were joking about, right? Steven Smith should have just should have just kept bowling. His leg spinners, maybe he would have got more money in IPL.
Indian people, all these owners, they don't have any memory. The whole reason they paid for Moeen Ali because he hit like 44 runs of like 18 deliveries before he left India, so he can prepare for the T20 international. So Steven Smith, all he had to do was, he's already an amazing batsman. He need to have gone to Sheffield Shield, started bowling. And taken like 6 wickets, and suddenly he would have been paid 17 crores. He would be like next Chris Morris, and Chris Morris would have been crying somewhere in the corner. Like, what the hell just happened? I was supposed to get paid. You're not supposed to bowl leg spins and everything. So that would have happened. Anyway, moving on to the next category is players who should have been bought just because their names are so fucking fancy. And I'm talking about Rassie van der Dusen. What kind of name is that, man? Just because I would love to have a person like this in my team, just because they're just so amazing. So I can just say, Rassie van Dusen is coming out to bat. He's going to win us the match. Rassie is going to win. And if he loses, we're like, okay, it was not Rassie's fault. It was Van's fault. And then sometime Van will not play well. It's Dur's fault. And Dusen. There's a lot of players. There's like 4 players in 1 player. Come on, pay the 50 lakhs they wanted. Should have just come.
Yeah.
Definitely should have been bought. All right. Yep. 2 categories are left. You have something to say?
No, nothing else. I mean, there should be a category of. There shouldn't be any category. There's just one thing. There are only 2 countries whose players are not there in IPL. 2 cricket playing countries, and one of them is obviously Pakistan because politics, and the other is Sri Lanka, which is very surprising because Sri Lankans were a big part of IPL just few years back, and even Nepalese players are there, but not Sri Lanka. So
Bangladesh is big. Afghanistan is big. Nobody cares about Sri Lanka. So players who didn't hit even 6 in the whole IPL 2020, but then got $2 million in IPL 2021, and there's only one player, the great Glenn Maxwell, who just got 14.25 crores because he didn't do anything in the last IPL. They got kicked out. He's like, okay, let's pay him even more money so he can do even less. Glenn Maxwell is one lucky bastard because he does not do anything in the IPL and he keeps getting more money all the time.
Yeah, and I think we again talked. I said, I think we predicted how much Maxwell will go for, and I said that it's just the expectation that someday he will click and he'll do something incredible, because that's what people used to think about Shahid Afridi, right? And that's why he's still playing in PSL. But
he is?
Yeah, he's
Isn't
still
he
playing.
54 years old?
And he's still going, getting out on duck, and he's still getting picked. So I think this guy again. I think Virat Kohli has this fascination with Australians and people who get him out, because whoever gets him out gets an IPL contract the next year for RCB. This has happened with Jamieson as well. I think he got him out a couple of times. And Glenn Maxwell, I think, too much money, 14 crores. He has not done anything. The only thing I can see is that internationally he played really well. In Australia, he played really, really well during the limited overs tournament against India. So I think that could be one of the reason, and it's the right ground for him. Chinnaswamy, the Bangalore cricket ground, it's very small, favors batsmen. So yeah, hopefully something will happen.
Shahid Afridi is 45 years old. That's his real age. His official age is 40.
Yeah.
He had told them later on, I think a few years ago, I think 2019, he told that he was not born in 1980. He was born in 1975. And just to clarify, then he added that he's 3 years younger than his actual age, like older than his. He was like, you just said like 75. That's like 5 years. He's like, no, 3 years, because I'm saying his 80 is listed officially, but I was born in 75. There's 3 years less, more. He's like, that's 5. He's like, no, it's 3. So there's a lot of confusion. What the hell is this guy talking about? I'm pretty sure it's not. He has no idea when he was born. But what he was trying to say is like, that is definitely incorrect. I have no idea when I was born, because I was born in Rawalpindi or somewhere, and people did not take any records. I was like, you're born in 70s. People should have started taking records. It's like, no, not in Rawalpindi. They still don't have any record. People just say whatever you want, and then that happens to be the case. So two more categories. Oh, sorry, one only last category is left specifically for genius player of this IPL is players who break IPL auction records, because rich as fuck IPL owners love bidding wars, and this bidding war happened for Chris Morris, and it must be like giving the biggest orgasm and biggest high on earth when you're sitting there and people say, okay, 12, 12.5, 12.6. Come on, keep going. Money for free. It's like, it's just amazing. So if this guy shows up, what's the truth of it? If this guy shows up, breaks down in the first match, bowls like 10 ball, 1 over, this is his per ball cost will end up being like more than 2 crores. Because that can happen. If you break down in the IPL, you'll still get paid the whole money.
Yeah, and this guy, I may be wrong, but I've read somewhere that Chris Morris has never played a full season yet. I mean, he has not played all the 8 or whatever games.
It's true.
For a single team so far. So, I mean, ridiculous amount of money. And I think RCB thought that we'll let him go and buy him at a cheaper price. No.
Didn't work out, did it? They tried to buy him?
Yeah, they tried to buy him. I think they went till 9 crores or something, because last time they bought him for 13 crores or something like that.
Oh, Jesus, he was sold for 13 in last time.
Yeah.
This guy's people have been going crazy for him.
And before that also he was sold for a good amount of money. And then the RCB thought that, okay, let's buy him for cheaper. Who will bid for him? I mean, he's old. He doesn't play all the matches. Who will bid for him? But yeah, you were wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy. In IPL 2020, I'm just double checking on the front page it was showing 10 crores something. So it's like he was probably gone for 10 crores.
Yeah.
And that's still a ridiculously high amount of money. Because for somebody who will never play.
Yeah, and I think now he's playing in the Australian T20, the South African T20 league. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because the last time what the bigger deal was Pat Cummins, who went for like 15.5 or something. So yeah, this guy was this. Shahid Afridi is still playing. It's crazy. So yeah, this is it for my end and our end. It's just gotten crazy. And my new podcast is supposed to come out, which is hopefully going to come out, where after Sanju Samson and tons of other players who failed the fitness test, and I passed the fitness test. So I just wanted to tell Virat Kohli, maybe I'm only 40, but maybe CSK I should be going to, because that's where I belong. I belong. See all the old gang members. So I can be part of that. So yeah, I don't know, just pick me up. And hopefully that goddamn video comes up very soon. If you want any more footage from me, Bikrami, please take it. Because I want that goddamn video come up just to showcase people how fat Rohit Sharma is and how fat Piyush Chawla is. And the other guy, there's one more guy in Bombay, in Mumbai 11, whatever they call them, Mumbai Indians. So just like we were not sure, like Mumbai Pakistani will not be there obviously, but just you're rubbing in Mumbai Indians, that will just the way it works.
No, because in US they have places called Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, and all the European places, because these, I don't know, for whatever reason. So I think that's why they clarify that this is in India, not in US.
Jesus, thank God Punjab did not say Punjab Kings Indians. Because their name has changed, right? So now that's why like we'll change our name, so we'll come first.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
All sort of things happen.
All right, so that's all from my end. Have anything to add?
No, nothing else. That's it.
All right, it's been 30 minutes of good fun of IPL, and IPL will start very soon, surprisingly, and it's going to happen in India because there's going to be a lot of spectators. And next match we're looking forward to is a test match which will start. I think when you're watching this thing, it will start on the same day or day after. So the pitch they're saying is going to be again a turning pitch. They have all kind of soil: black, white, green, purple. They have all the kind of things, but the ball will be pink, so they can't put the pink soil. Please do not put the pink soil. The ball is pink. And let's see how that happens. I think England still has a chance. It's not going to be a crazy victory by India, just like the last time. But I'm expecting a thriller this time. And if England does pull it off, the last match is going to become excellent, crazy. Otherwise, India can still win 3-1. Let's see. My prediction was 2-2. Bikram's prediction was 2-0. At least I can be right. Bikram cannot be right at all because England has won. So, yeah, on that note, take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. See you in IPL or the next podcast. Bye now.
Bye.